The duly elected governor of Rivers State is coming back. You know, I may likely have problem with my brother Paul, who you can refer to as my boy. The problem between Wike and Fubara is boy and oga. And there is no way. Our president is one person who has been protecting democracy. So there is no way he will truncate it. Maybe in another few days I will be leaving for Abuja. We are doing everything, including Mr. President and Wike. Fubara is coming back as the duly elected governor of Rivers.
That was Government Okpemupolo, otherwise known as Tompolo, talking about the imminent return of Simi Fubara, the suspended governor of Rivers State, in a viral video that everybody is talking about, and we are talking about it here. But there is a lot packed in that 43 seconds video that you watched and listened to. This is because Tompolo misconstrued the real crisis in Rivers State. The problem in Rivers State is not a problem between Oga and his boy. This is not an Igbo apprenticeship system scale matter, where you have an Oga, you have a boy. No. Fubara is not the boy of Nyesom Wike. Fubara is a duly elected governor of Rivers State, backed by the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, sworn in as the president, as the governor of Rivers State. He is not a boy to anyone. He is not a boy to Nyesom Wike. He is not a boy to Bola Ahmed Tinubu, the president. He is covered by the Constitution. And nobody has a right to lord it over him under any guise, because we are operating a federal system of government. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has no right to lord governance over Simi Fubara, including removing him from office. Several top legal minds have said this. The problem between Nyesom Wike, the former governor of the state and now minister of the Federal Capital Territory, Abuja, and Fubara, is all about, according to Rotimi Chibi, it's about who controls the resources of the state. Who is in charge? Is it a duly elected governor of a state like Fubara that should be in charge, or a minister in Abuja, or a former governor? Who did the Constitution right now said should be in charge of the Rivers State resources between May 29, 2023 and May 29, 2027? The person that the Constitution has handed over the resources of Rivers State to pretend over it, to determine its use for good or for ill, is Simi Fubara. Nyesom Wike has no right. He has no right to interfere in the governance of Rivers State to the level that we have seen that a state of emergency had been declared. This is not an issue of Oga and his boy. We know what happens between Oga and his boy. We know instances where some Ogas in the Igbo apprenticeship system, Ogas has failed to settle their boy. They will engineer one crisis when it is time to settle. Some very few bad Ogas, not all the Ogas, because if all the or gas in the Igbo apprenticeship system operates like subjugating their boys, the Igbo apprenticeship system will not be a success story that the world is marveled at it, is being studied in Harvard and elsewhere. But what we are saying that there are always some rogue elements in the Igbo apprenticeship system, whereby some ogas, when it remains a few months to settle their boy, they will instigate crisis. They will accuse the boy of one thing or the other so that he will not be settled, and create crisis so that the boy will left the apprenticeship system he had been part of for 7 years, 8 years, 4 years, 5 years, as the case may be. This is not what we are dealing with here. So Tompolo may try to be politically correct because, after all, he's a beneficiary of this government. They have extended the protection of the pipeline contract for his company, Tantita. So he has every reason to speak glowingly of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu and, of course, of Nyesom Wike. But his interpretation of what is happening in Rivers is wrong. Fubara, at the moment he was sworn in as the duly elected governor of Rivers State, was nobody's boy anymore. If he were a boy, he had been elevated to the same level that Nyesom Wike was for 8 years when he was pretending over the affairs of Rivers State. So, to me, it's an insult on the intelligence of Rivers people to reduce what is going on, the Nyesom Wike and Tinubu state capture of Rivers State, to reduce it to a problem between Oga and his boy. No, that's not what it is. In the interview that former governor of Rivers State, Chibikorot Amechi, granted Doshevele TV, he made it clear. He said the problem in Rivers State is a problem of money. He said it's money that is the creating problem with the Fubara and Nyesom Wike. That's the issue. That's the way to look at it. It's not to look at it as if this is just a small problem between Oga and his boy. No, it's beyond that. We are talking about a state capture. And if the state is allowed to capture Rivers the way they are going about it, it will take a long time for Rivers to recover from it. Just as Lagos has never been able to recover from the state capture by President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. That's how it's going to be difficult for Rivers State, if the people of Rivers State allow it to stand. Now the Rivers State people have been cowed. Even their leaders of thought are no longer talking. Why? Because the state institutions have been targeted against anybody who does say anything. But that's the piece of the graveyard that you are seeing. And then he went on, Tompolo went on to talk about that Tinubu had been a protector of democracy. How? How is he protecting democracy? How is he protecting democracy? By declaring state of emergency in Rivers State and removing a duly elected governor, and you call that a protection of democracy, that he will not truncate democracy because he had been protecting democracy. In what way has Tinubu been protecting democracy? What way? If he can remove a duly elected governor, a duly elected deputy governor, a duly elected state house assembly, and you call that somebody is protecting democracy. And there are so many things happening in the country that indicates that what we are witnessing is unprecedented in our history. When Amechi, again, in that interview with Doshevele TV, talk about that governors are being forced. Opposition governors are being forced to endorse Bola Ahmed Tinubu. That they have weaponized state of emergency. That if you don't support Tinubu, state of emergency will be declared in your state. Is that what Tompolo is calling a protector of democracy? People are being forced. Look at in Delta State, the former governor, after he had been accused of alleged 1 point something trillion money laundering and all kind of thing by EFCC, he has now joined APC. Is that how to protect democracy? Is that what does Tompolo know about democracy anyway? Is it not the same Tompolo that Buhari administration declared him wanted? EFCC published report about him, declaring him wanted. He was declared wanted for a very long time, shortly after Buhari entered. But Tompolo, like everything that happens in Nigeria, when he showed that he was a strong man, the same government that declared him wanted now invited him to take care of the pipelines. He's the one educating Nigerians now that Tinubu is a Democrat. He has been protecting democracy. Since when did he start protecting democracy? It doesn't really make sense what he was saying. But I can understand that he has to say nice things to Tinubu so that they continue to allow him to his company, Tantita, to continue to be in charge of the protection of the pipeline. But that is where it is. It's just Tompolo playing politics of interest. And from what he said, if it is true, you reduce the problem between Nyesom Wike and Fubara to Oga and boy matter. It means that the River State has been reduced and put in the pocket of Nyesom Wike. And it therefore means that even if Fubara returns, which he ought to return anyways, he may concede so much that makes what happens in Lagos look like a child's play in River State. I don't know whether that's what people want or not, but it's a sad commentary on our democracy, what is playing out. So Fubara will return, hopefully, soon. As Tompolo said, he said they are going to meet. He will soon go to Abuja. They're going to talk about it. Whatever they will decide, he will return. But his return, is he going to be in the interest of River State or in the interest of Nyesom Wike? That is what should be the question that need answer. And it will be unfortunate if his return is not in the interest of River State. I don't know what you think about this, but whatever is your position, let's hear from you at the comment section. Thank you for watching this video. And if you are new to my channel, you have not yet subscribed to my channel, please subscribe to my channel, hit the subscription button, hit the notification bell. When you subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell, anytime I have a new video, you'll be among the first to know. God bless you. And please don't forget to like this video, because when you like it, Google will rank it high and recommend it for more people. Thank you, and God bless you and yours.